How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Today I wanted to talk about just the idea that quitting drinking is the be all and end all, that's all you have to do, right? Is just to quit drinking and your life is going to change, right? That it's going to be a magic bullet for everything else, right? Now, don't get me wrong, quitting drinking has got all the benefits of stopping putting the poison in your body, right? You get all those benefits, you get the health benefits, you know, you stop your liver from disintegrating and turning to mush. You prevent over 200 different medical conditions because of alcohol consumption. And you basically reduce your chances of dying from alcoholism. I mean, greatly reduce them. You get all the relationship benefits, you get all the societal benefits, you get, all the benefits are there from you stopping drinking, right? As soon as you stop doing this to yourself, then you're going to get those benefits immediately. A lot of the benefits are going to come from the fact that because you've stopped drinking, you've got to change your life from being a drinker to being a non-drinker, right? And that involves so many different changes. I mean, I keep talking about this all the time, that when you start drinking, you've got all this outside life, you've got all these other things that you do in your life, your life is full of different things. And gradually, over the years, alcohol sort of takes over a lot of the things. You supplant a lot of the pastimes that you do, a lot of the emotions that you feel. There's just so much of your life that is taken away by your alcohol drinking, right? And alcohol drinking contracts your life in a certain way. And it's that sort of expansion again, if you want, for want of a better word, when you start to fizzle out the alcohol, you take the alcohol out of the equation, and then you're left sort of naked in the world. You've got to sort of look around and think, well, I need to change this, I need to change that. And all these things might not be apparent at first. It takes time even to come to realize that you have to change a certain thing, I mean, a lot of things are going to be there. You'll see a lot of things in the beginning that you need to change. I mean, the obvious ones are, you've got to change the way you socialize. You can't go and socialize in pubs anymore, because pubs are just places where people drink, right? And in a lot of cases, you've got to change your friends, because if your friends are heavy drinkers, the two are sort of compatible. And it's something that we don't like to do. It's something that we don't even like to think about sometimes, getting rid of our friends. But sometimes it has to be done, right? Unless you can form relationships outside of alcohol with these same people, these things have to be sort of dealt with. I mean, a lot of my friends were just drinkers, and that's where I met my mates, was in the pub, over a few beers. When I met them outside of the pub, it was generally in somebody's house where there was a lot of drink, we drank, and that was the glue that held our relationships together, our friendships together. And without that glue, it's just impossible, It's like two people are going down two different roads, and the further apart these two roads go, the more fractured and splintered the relationship gets, unfortunately, but that's the truth. But it's in these changes that you make in your life outside of the actual alcohol drinking where you get the most benefits. I've done so many different things now, and I talk about memories, and the last 4 years just seems like forever compared with what went on before. I mean, I could spend 10 years before doing things and the memories wouldn't be there, because a lot of the memories are exactly the same. They're being in a pub, and one pub is just the same as another fucking pub at the end of the day. One drinking session is just the same as another drinking session. Whereas, one mountain now that I climb is completely different. It's different tracks, it's different terrain, it's different when I get to the top. The walks that I do, fair enough, they're sort of similar, but most of the time it's exactly the same walk that I do but it's the way my mind is thinking and the thoughts that I have while I'm walking, which is half the reason for me walking. Those are completely different. So it's a different set of circumstances in every walk, and just the changes in so many different areas of your life all add up to something very special, something that you wouldn't have thought about before. As I say, you know, there's many changes that you will make in the future because you've stopped drinking that you cannot even fathom now, because you're coming from the mind of a drinker at the moment, right? Your mind is that of a drinker, and that's the way you're thinking. So it's impossible to make changes in the same frame of mind that you, what was the old Einstein quote was, you can't solve a problem with the same frame of mind that caused the problem, right? So it's only this gradual movement outside of your comfort zone, outside of the alcohol drinking zone, and starting to probe down fresh new alleyways, that you start to unravel a new life for yourself. And it's when you do that the beauty comes, you know, that the real special times come, and you know, those where you get the real benefits, right? So that's really the message for this video, is the more you drink, the more contracted your life becomes, the more involved your life becomes just around that one tool, that one focus. The more further away you get from that drinking, the more expanded your life becomes, the more full it becomes, the more colourful. If you have any questions about that, leave a comment down below. Just one thing before we end this, where if you want to contribute to Alcohol Mastery at all, you can go over to patreon.com/alcohol mastery and become a patron of the show for as little as $2 a month. It really helps out, helps the whole show keep going. If you want to sign up for the newsletter, which is a daily email with, you know, it's basically a reminder to try and keep you on track and keep you going on this journey, then, you know, go over to alcoholmastery.com and you'll see it in the sidebar on this side, on the right hand side. And until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Stay safe, keep the alcohol out your mouth, onwards and upwards. Take care. Bye now.